Okay, and now, after a few minutes in the towel, I leave the shade on the head to dry for, depending on the thickness of the shade. Really, you're supposed to let it air dry to almost until it's perfectly dry, but I understand that people don't have time for that always, and shades are needed right away. So the best thing to do is at least let it have an hour or two of natural air drying. Here's the shade that we washed earlier, and it's getting dry, so we're going to blow dry it. The first step of blow drying is to make sure you dry the inside of the cap. So again, blow dryer on hot and the level on high. Make sure you get the cap as dry as possible. Just move it all around. Don't forget on top and down below on the sides. Now it could still be a little moist because when you continue blow drying the outside of the shade, the cap will continue to get dry. So for about 5 to 10 seconds, blow dry the inside. Then again, I line it up with the lines on my head. I put the pins in at the right place, below the clip. And since this is a fall, it's a lot easier than doing a regular shade. And we don't have to section off sides. We're just going to section off one full layer. And so you might want to do a shade in 3 layers, sometimes 4 layers. Again, depends on the thickness of the shade. Okay, so you want to make sure again that there are no knots. And the one very important thing is that you want to make sure the ends are still wet. That is where the look of your shade is going to actually be defined. If the ends are dry, they're going to come out kind of all over the place and frayed and not looking so great. So you want the ends to definitely be wet. Even if the rest of your shade is dry, take a little bit of a spray and spray the bottoms. Okay, so to start off, we hold our brush on top of the hair in one hand and our blow dryer over on the other hand. And what we're going to do is constantly be moving so as not to burn any of the hair. So, for example, here we go. Just start at the top because you want it to dry going down. You want to make sure all parts of the hair are dry. And you just keep moving because otherwise you could burn the hair. You could rest the blow dryer on top of the hair. That's not going to do anything as long as you continue to move. Alright. When we get down to about halfway or 3/4 of the way, we're going to switch over with a little maneuver like this and put the brush underneath and now pull down very gently. And this customer wanted her shakel curled under as opposed to flipped out. So we are going to make sure that the hair gets curled under by curling the brush just as we get to the bottom with the blow dryer, like so. And that's really all there is to it.